Hello friends, I'm back, and these are my lovely Blythe ladies. Today, yes, I still need to paint this lovely girl's face, but I'm pretty happy with the way her carving's turning out, and she got some new shoes in, which I love, and this girl's been traveling with me, so she's been a lot of fun to have with me. While I was on vacation, I did some rerouting for a Blythe scalp. Alice is laughing at me for talking to myself. I used some rainbow fiber of alpaca that I absolutely love. I've used it for a couple of other wigs, so you probably recognize it a little bit. And I really like how it turned out. It was nice to be able to be in the car and not be interrupted. So, as you may or may not have guessed, our little vacation spot was in Las Vegas, and we had a fabulous time. The five of us just kind of enjoyed not so much the gambling aspect, but more our surroundings and the shows and the buffets and just everything else that that area has to offer. I promised you all that I would share how traveling with children and dollies would go. And for the most part, it went okay. The dollies were a little more well behaved during some parts, like the long hours of driving. But then the other parts, sometimes the children were better behaved. I brought mostly my Blythe, Amelia Juniperkins, with me, and she was the easiest, I would have to say, because I wasn't worried about her really falling apart or losing anything except for maybe her shoes, so I was very careful about that. I didn't have to worry about sun exposure or anything like that. Whereas with Harriet, I was constantly worried that her right hand would fall off. And at one point I thought I lost it. That was scary, but we found it. She's a little bit bigger, even though she's MSD, she is more portable than an SD-sized doll. It just was still a bit challenging. And I was worried about messing up her face up and all of that. But I think a lot of that was due to the fact that I did not have proper luggage to carry her in. I had a purse and you saw it, and it was a bit precarious, and I was constantly worried about hurting her. She was up in front with me the whole time in the car on my lap. So, and then I had her covered with my hat so that the sunlight wouldn't get to her. And mostly she stayed in our room. But there was one place that we had to take her, and that was the New York, New York. Because if any of you have followed my story, that is where Harriet is from. Here I am rambling about my BJD when all the pictures you're seeing right now are of my Blythe. She was so much fun to just kind of tote around, and she was hilarious. Any situation that I put her in, she just looked cute, and it felt kind of like she was our little mascot and had to be in the middle of everything. But here you go. Here are some photos of our trip to the New York, New York with Harriet. She did a lovely job of posing wherever we went. It was challenging carrying her and my baby in a carrier, which is, I wear my babies. I wear them until they're too big to be worn. So pretty much the whole time I had Alice strapped to me and carrying a doll in one hand and my phone camera in the other. These photos were taken in front of a giant photograph that was next to the bathroom when we first got to the New York, New York. I love how they turned out. It's just kind of a fun forced perspective kind of a thing. Then when you walked inside, the scale of everything was just perfect for taking photographs. So I really loved getting to do that. It was so much fun. And then it almost made me cry when I saw this. Harriet, all she wanted to do was dance. And here's ballroom dancing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my short ramblings about our trip. I hope you guys have been having a great week so far, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.